Lie on your back with your feet grounded and knees bent, arms by your sides. Take a few grounding breaths. Slowly draw your knees into your chest and roll them around in circles both directions with your low back and tailbone connected to your mat. Find a fluidity here in your movement and find a fluid breath to match. Easy twist. Take both knees to your right and gaze left. Stack your right hip over your left. Keep both shoulder blades grounded. Take 5 to 10 breaths here. Slowly breathe in through your nose, and even slower breathe out of your nose. Knees back to center to neutralize your spine, then sweep both knees over to your left, tee out your arms and gaze right. Stack right hip over left. Again, ground both shoulder blades to your mat. Five to 10 full breaths here. Inhale, draw your knees back to center. Gentle, happy baby. You're still warming up, so be easy on yourself. Knees out wide. You can reach for your feet, your ankles, calves, or the backs of your thighs. With your low back grounded, rock side to side. Work your knees as wide as you can. Relax your shoulders and your head on your mat. You can start to straighten one leg and then another, gently warming up the backs of your legs. Continue to breathe slowly and bring awareness to where you may be feeling any tightness. Just slowly send a little love in that direction. Hand to big toe, release your left leg down. With your right knee bent, draw your knee towards your right shoulder. Reach your peace fingers around your right big toe. And extend your right leg out to the side. Keep your left side body pinned to the ground as much as you can. You do not need to straighten your right leg here. You're welcome to keep it bent. And I'll show you that in a few breaths. You're also welcome to use a strap or towel around your right foot, or place a block or towel underneath your right knee or thigh. You'll hug your right knee into your chest, then release it down. Switch sides, hug left knee in towards the outside of your left shoulder. Left peace fingers around your left big toe. And see how I had my knee bent there? You're welcome to keep it there or straighten out your left leg. This is what it looks like with your knee kept bent. Keep your right hip and glute pinned down to the ground as much as you can. Allow your left leg to fall open to your left side as much as you can while you continue breathing. Hug left knee into your chest, both knees into your chest. And reach for the backs of your thighs and rock and roll a few times. This will massage out your spinal column and the muscles around it. And come to a standing position however you'd like to get there. Take as long as you'd like. Horse pose, find a wide stance. Track your knees in line with your toes. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, twist to your right. So both palms to the inside of your thighs. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, twist to your left. Notice how low I'm trying to sit. Work your thighs as parallel to your mat as you can. It's all right if they don't work in that direction. There's just something to aim towards. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to your left. So use your right palm into your right leg to help encourage a little more opening in your lower body. Breathe in, come back to center. Exhale, twist to your right. So move through this a few times. Side lunge or skandasana. Extend your right leg out long. Left foot flat on your mat with a bend in your left leg. Here I'm using my left hand on my mat. You can extend your arms out and energize from hand to hand, finding an opening in your chest. Breathe in, move back through center, and take the side lunge on the other side. This time, plant your right foot, bend your right leg, hands to heart, and work on an opening and twist in your upper body. You can extend your arms out. I'm using my right hand on the ground for leverage to help me reach my left arm up and open up through my chest. Keep as tall of the spine as you can. Feel the stretch through the inside of your left leg. Inhale, come back to center with your feet parallel, rise up. Figure 4, come to half staff, right knee in line with your right hip. Then take your right ankle to the top of your standing thigh. Sit your hips low and keep your chest open and lifted. You can stay up. You can take your hands to heart. And notice your right hip, level it with your left. It tends to dip down lower than your opposite side. And here I'm using my right elbow and arm into my right knee and thigh and activating my right knee and thigh into my elbow for a right side glute stretch. Notice what's going on in your foundation. Soften up your standing toes, come into your left heel, sit lower. And keep your heart higher than your hips here. Stay here for 5 to 10 breaths. If you're low on time, 3 to 5 breaths is awesome. Breathe in, standing staff, release your right knee in line with your hip and then down to your mat. Figure 4 on the other side. You can always use a block or box. Lift your left thigh high, then left ankle to the top of your right thigh. Root down through your right foot. Again, check in on your left hip and glute. Get your hip creases leveled to one another. It's important to keep your chest open. You can do this by broadening through your collarbones and hugging your shoulder blades together behind you. Use your block on your mat or box on your mat in front of you to help you with balance. Sit your hips as low as you can and continue to breathe. And see, I'm using my left hand here into my left knee and thigh and pressing my leg into my hand as well. Release left foot down. Standing hand to big toe. So it's essentially the same thing you did in the beginning while lying down. Right peace fingers to your right big toe. You can keep your knee bent and swing your right knee to the right side of your body. If it's accessible to you, work on straightening out your right leg. Root down through your left foot. Engage your left quad to help you straighten out your standing leg. You can stay here with your right knee bent, or again, extend it out. Make sure you draw your knee back in line with your hip in front of you. Lower your right leg and switch it out. Right leg base this time. Left peace fingers around your left big toe. You can keep your knee bent. You can keep your opposite hand at your hip. You can extend your right arm out to the side. You can gaze over your right arm for a balance challenge. Hug your navel in towards your spine and up towards your heart for more stability through your trunk and length in your spine. Bend your knee back if your leg is extended. Then knee back in line in front of you. Release left foot down. Move to half pigeon from a down dog position. Inhale, lift your right leg. And exhale, right knee to the outside of your right wrist. Lower your back knee down and unsickle your back foot. Flex your right foot to protect your right knee and ankle. You can stay upright with an open chest. You can lower down onto a block or forearms or even your forehead. Melt into the opening here in your hips with your exhalations. Your hips are huge storage deposits for emotions or suboptimal feelings. So really drawing your attention inward will help you release those with your exhales. Three-legged dog, plant your hands in scorpion or flip your dog. Meet in downward facing dog. Breathe in three-legged dog, lift your left leg. And exhale, half pigeon, knee to the outside of your left wrist. Right knee down with your right foot unsiccled. Again, stay upright with an open chest or lower down. And you can use a block here underneath your left glute. I'll show you for more support. If you don't have a block, a rolled up towel or blanket will work just fine. Even a small box will work. Longer exhales than inhales here. Again, freeing up anything no longer serving you. Slow breath in, slower exhale out. Breathe in as slowly as you can, breathe out. And continue this flow of breath. When you're ready, remove your block or towel, three-legged dog. And scorpion or flip your dog. Maybe some hip circles here. Make sure you go both directions. Meet in downward dog. Inhale, high plank, shift forward, shoulders over elbows over wrists, strong core, lower all the way down. And draw your right knee out to the side of your mat. You can't see it here, but right thigh parallel to the top and bottom of your yoga mat. Right shin parallel to the sides of your yoga mat. Rest your torso to the ground and gaze left. Any arm variation here, you can release your arms to a T or cactus your arms like I have them here. But gaze the opposite direction of whatever leg is out. And slowly chin to center and take your right leg back behind you. And take this on the other side. You draw your left knee in line with your hip to the left side. And flex your left foot, left shin parallel to your mat. And rest your torso on the ground. And here I show you a variation with a twist in your upper body. Thread your left arm underneath your torso. Gaze right. And as much as you can, relax your left leg, hip, and your pelvis to your mat. Whatever arm variation serves you, allow your head to rest on your mat. And slowly make your way up. This is floor frog. I like to roll up the edges of my mat for more support. You may want to do the same thing. If you're not using a mat, go for some towels or a blanket. Take your knees as wide as you can. Shins parallel to what would be the top and bottom of your mat. This is not my favorite pose. Flex your feet. And again, always going for alignment here. So see that my feet are flexed, shins are parallel, and then work your thighs as parallel as you can to the sides, what would be the sides of your mat. I'm on my forearms here. You can stay on a block, you can stay upright, and really try to just breathe and ease into this opening in your hips. And make sure you flex your feet. See that my knees and ankles are in line and my knees and hips are in line with one another. If you can, relax your head and the back of your neck. So if you're holding your head up, know that you're holding some tension there in your neck and shoulders. So always try to breathe and release through that area. Slowly press up when you're ready. Come to hands and knees. Roll out your mat or release your blanket and come to a seat. Fire log. So here I start with left leg at the bottom. Work your left shin parallel to the side edge of your mat. And then stack your right shin over your left shin. Make sure both feet are flexed. And notice I have a big gap between my left foot and my right knee. So this will look different for everyone. I have super tight hips. Maybe you notice, some yogis have their shins and calves touching each other. Everybody's body is different. I've been practicing for at least 15 years, and this is something I am still working on. So be compassionate with yourself and where you are. And both legs out in front of you to release the pose. And right shin parallel to your mat. See how my right foot is flexed. Then stack left foot, flexed left foot over right knee. Work your shins parallel to the side of your mat. So if you have tight hips, you can place your block or towel in between your foot and knee and thigh. Here I am trying to encourage my knee down towards the mat. You're also welcome to fold over your shins and reach your arms in front of you. That would be too much for me. Feel out what feels appropriate for your body. So slight discomfort is okay. You can breathe through it. Any sharp pain, hold back. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide you. Cheers to happy hips. Namaste.